Hello and welcome to today's video as we cover everybody that played. All 6 regions played today for the Nexus report. Predictions, I'm taking my victory lap because this will never happen again and I will end up probably going like 3-9 tomorrow, but we went 12-0 today after 6-0 yesterday. So now I jinxed it. Now tomorrow I'll go 4-8 and back to reality. But that's what happens when there's literally no upsets. Like, it was pretty easy day for predictions. Um, it almost makes it hard because you're like, there's no way every favorite will win, but I mean, that's what happened. So, T1 into Bro, T1 win 2-0. This was pretty sloppy. Bro, 28% gold control does not even really showcase just how in control they were at times. T1 struggled a lot with Bro, who are a team that are much worse than them on paper. Drake split 7-7 and Barons 2-2. So they macro wise they were not really all that. With the Baron, T1 average 1,300 gold, Bro 253, which is why they lost. Owner 5621 pays 33 damage share. Carry 75 KP. Teddy had 2 solo 2v2 kills for Bro, going 11, 4, and 11. 35% of the team's damage. And Romer had 4 solo kills on Akali. 60 kill participation. Doran had 3. Casting had 2. And Gideon had 2. A very, very interesting 2-0. A lot of solo kills. I mean, hell, we're looking at like 7 solo kills, 11. I mean, literally 11 solo kills in this one. That might be the most we've seen in a 2-0 in a long time, to be honest with you. In terms of the early game, we see that really it was T1's bot lane, pays and carry up 1,500 gold combined on average in these 2 games. Bro were ahead the rest of the Rift. We're looking at like a 400 gold lead, like a 560 gold lead between mid and jungle, a slight gold lead in top side, but really pays and carry were the ones carrying the weight for T1. DK DNS, DK win 2-0. It was a 79-21 split, so another close series. DK actually took less Drakes. DNS took 5 of 9. But DK took 3 Barons and were effective. 2,800 gold to power play. Lucid 11-14. Smash 27 damage share. Career 2 solo 2v2 kills. 81 kill participation. With DNS, Closer led in all 3 categories. He had the best KDA at 6, 4, and 5. He had a solo kill. 37% of the team's damage and 69 kill participation. Duck Dom had 2 solo kills. Showmaker had 1 as well. This series, we see the top side going to DNS. They're up 346 gold. Doodoo once again leading in a matchup in gold. Doodoo is going to keep doing that. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, but this. No, he's very underrated. The rest of the Rift going to DK. Most notably in the mid lane, Showmaker, what's that? The glares on it. 1,468 gold ahead at 15 minutes into Closer. Now Closer ends up packing a punch later on relative to the rest of his team, but he was struggling in the early game into Showmaker, to put it mildly. Top Esports and Nip. Top win 2-0. Nip very competitive in this one, taking 7 of 10 Drakes, but Top Esports took 3 of 4 Barons and had 3,500 gold with them. Nip's 1 Baron, 585. Actually, that might be negative 585. I think it is. That's how you lose games. You don't take advantage of your opportunities. You don't take advantage of your power plays. Not to mention, I believe Top Esports may have borderline stole Barons in this one. Tian had a solo kill, 9-2-15. Jackie Love, 2 solo 2v2 kills, 30 damage share. Feng Yu had 1, 78 kill participation. Zhuo, 0-3-23, 85 KP, awesome. Solo 2v2 kill, 27% damage. Zuan and Hoya had solo kills in a Lee Sin versus a Nivea top lane matchup in Game 2. Now, if you told somebody a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the last 5 years at minimum, 2018 even, go all the way 8 years, that Lee Sin and a Nivea would be your top lane matchup, I think they would have laughed at you. And we have it. In terms of the matchup, top side went to top. 442 gold ahead for Zuan and Tian into Hoya and Guan. But bot side for Nip slightly ahead, about 158 gold. So very close series, despite it going 2-0. JDG Team Wee, JDG 2-0. They took 7 of 9 Drakes, 3 Barons. They dominated. 2,050 gold to power play. Didn't matter. Vampire went 1-1-29. 77 KP. Gala 2 solo 2v2 kills, 34% of damage. And they were ahead 1,600 gold into About Era. And I talked about Era yesterday, about how well they'd been doing in the laning phase as a 2v2 despite everything else burning around them. Today it did not happen that way. They got smoked. About 663, 29 damage share. Tyrion, 85 KP. Hongq had a solo kill. Looking at this matchup, I mean, Karis and Hongq were close, 250 gold for Hongq, but the rest plus 1,000. We do the math here. 17, 18, 13, 29, 88, 39, 92. So a 4,000 gold lead at 15 minutes on average for JDG in this matchup. They killed them. They killed them. Weibo, Anyone's Legend, 2-1. Drake 7-6 and 2-1 in favor of AL, but Weibo were dominant in the early game. They were ahead in all areas, including the bot lane duo, Elk and Hung, doing very well. Tarzan 12-6-18, 77 KP. He had 3 solo kills. I don't know why I didn't put it on there. Or did he have 3 yesterday? I think he had 3 today. Shanks did not have 3. Tarzan did. Shanks had 30 kill participation. But when your jungler, 30 kill participation is shitty. 30 damage share. When your jungler has 3 solo kills, that's something. Especially when they're not like bullshit Nexus solo kills. AL with their 2 Barons, very strong. 7,000 plus gold per power play. Weibo, once again, crushed it with a power play. We saw recently a nearly 12,000 gold power play. In this one, 9,700 gold. That's how you end a game. JJ 2-7-24. Zika solo kill, 29% damage. Hang 79 KP. Cal hit a solo 2v2 kill. So 1,866 gold lead for Elk and Hung in the loss. Rest of the Rift, 441, 779 for Weibo. So Weibo up 2,500 gold, 2,600 gold at 15 minutes on average in this loss. Weibo played very well. It wouldn't shock me if this was the type of series that I saw Weibo with the gold control advantage if we had the charts for it. Gam DFM. Gam win 2-1. A rough one. A very rough series between 2 teams that kind of stink. Gam took 6 of 13 Drakes, so the majority going to DFM. DFM and Gam took 4 of 5 Barons, getting 1,500 gold to power play. It was a 56-44 split, so close, one of the closer matchups of the day. Arrest 15-21. Artemis 28 damage share. Drakthar 76 kill participation. Bot lane duo of DFM were the dominant ones statistically. Woody solo 2v2 kill. 3-6-24. 77 KP. DFM 2,400 gold with their gold Baron power play. Cocoon 2 solo 2v2 kills. 24 damage share. Kiaya had a solo kill. In this matchup, bot lane of Woody and Cocoon up 815 gold into Artemis and Taki, so there is something to be said for that. DFM's bot lane did get the better of Gams in gold. But the rest of the Rift, 1,200, 1,300 in favor of Gam. Kiaya 600 plus ahead to lead the way. Team Secret Wales Ground Zero crushed it. 95-5 split in a 2-0 win. Wales took 6 of 9 Drakes. They took all 3 Barons, getting 3,800 gold of Baron power play. Eddie, 14-1-20, 33 damage shares, 79 kill participation. Him and Jimmian pacing it for their teams. Jimmian had a solo 5-5-11, 29 damage share, 94 KP. Doing it all, best he can. Solo kills, Pun had 2. His Toe and BA had 1 each as well. Topside Jiang once again, strong matchup, strong performance, 675 gold ahead on average. But the Whales ahead everywhere else, including Eddie BA up 1,851 into Shun and Orca. Really smoked them. Resulted in TSW moving back to 4th in the power rankings. We'll talk about that in a minute here. LEC, Navi Fnatic. Long series here. A long one. Navi took 10 of 19 Drakes. 19 Drakes in 3 games. A long one. Navi took 5 of 7 Barons. They averaged 874 gold. Oh, yeah, that's for that other one. 874 gold a power play. That's pretty bad, but not the worst of the day. Not the worst of the day. Fnatic, 4,300 gold a power play. Effective. Samdi, 4-3-15, 30 damage share. Rylich had a couple solo kills, 84 KP in the win. Upset. 12-4-13, 33 damage share, 81 KP. Empros had 3 solo kills on Rumble. Poby had a solo kill. In terms of early game, Navi were ahead top to bottom in every area. 500 gold lead for Samdi. Paris into upset Laspa was the leader, if you will. We do the math here. 676, 1,000, about 1,200 gold at 15 minutes for Navi. And then this one, KC Shifters. Shifters, for the second day in a row, had the gold control. They were 52-48 in this series. They lost. Why did they lose? If you can't make that out, that says 9. 9 gold on average per power play. They had 4 power plays and had 37. This is a round. This is rounding up. Rounding up, yes, maybe rounding down. I think they had like 38 gold total. Something like 37 gold total. Yeah, 37 divided by 4. 9. That's why they lost. That you just sum everything, like, and you say, oh, well, no, it's like utilizing the time you have the power play and getting 9 gold a power play on average. Like, you get a lead and then you completely just KC defend. They stall the game out. They get advantages against the power play. I mean, talk about crappy. And KC should not be thrilled about this performance either. They really shouldn't be. Buzio, 3-6-48, 76 KP. They had about 2,000 gold to power play. Kalist, 5 solo 2v2 kills. 35 damage share. Nuke, 12-11-13. Potic had 4 solo 2v2 kills, so 9 between the two. 33 damage share. Trimby, 75 KP. Yahoo and Rooster having 1 as well. In terms of who led, Rooster once again was super strong. Rooster is one of the more underrated players in the LEC. He's on shifters. He plays advantageous matchups, and he gets big gold leads, averaging 600 gold lead, 566 into Kana. Rest the Rift, though, for KC. Yike, 838 gold ahead into Bukata is a lot for Bukata to handle. Sheo is available if shifters would like to bring him back. Just because they have a rebrand doesn't mean it's not bringing them back. It's bringing him back. So that's for the first half. Now into the rest. Okay, CBLOL LCS. We see the power rankings here. This is how everything was affected by today's games. We see a lot of movement from teams winning or winning by much more than others won by. Los and Red. I thought Los would take a game. Red beat them 2-0 in an 89-11 split. 88-12, whatever we want to call it. Drakes were 5-5, but Red were just so much stronger in everything. Everything. They were just so far ahead. It didn't matter how much gold Los gained in Drake value. Red had 2 Barons, 3,600 gold to power play. Steps, 10-4-25, 78 KP. He had an 800 gold lead into Drake Hero. Mortius, 30 damage share. Ackerman, 2-7-18, 83 KP. Duda had 2 solo 2v2 kills, 20% of damage. Drake Hero did have 2 solo kills in this series, but was the most behind out of anybody on the Rift. We'll do the math like we've been doing. 1,000 gold, 1,700 gold at 15 minutes for Red. Not a massive gold lead, but a gold lead top to bottom. The Toilet Bowl, Pain and Fluxo, 57 versus 58. Fluxo are playing very well in spring. They're still digging themselves out of what is a massive hole, ranking like nearly dead last in every category. And they're not ranking dead last in every category anymore. But they just need to, keep doing what they're doing. They won 2-0, 75-25. Took 5 of 9 Drakes, both Barons. Getting 6,300 gold to power play, which is good. Bao had a solo kill, 13-2-15. Curdy, very strong, 29 damage share. Momochi, 77 KP. Curry, 267 in the loss. Trigger, 27 damage share. Kuroka, 77 KP. Rest of the Rift. Kine, 2 solo kills. Cody with 1. Robo with 1. And Peach with 1. Right here, we see Payne actually had the lead in the early game. Kine, 1,081 gold ahead. Robo, 379. Peach, 400. Bot lane for Fluxo, 40. So, for 40, about 1,000 gold lead on average for Payne at 15 minutes. They lost, and they weren't ahead for very much of this series. So, Payne remained 58th out of 58 teams. And I love that people say, oh, well, they blame the Koreans on this team. And just say we need to replace the Koreans with, like, native players and this and that. And I just am like, So, like, we are just ignoring the topsides issues as well, then. I think we could argue all 5 players need to be swapped. Not to say Robo is the most at fault, or Kuroka, but I think just complete rebuild is in order. Complete rebuild. Nursing home Theo is still relatively true. I mean, the average age of this roster is still probably one of the highest in the world. And you're 58th. People say don't cite age. I'm sorry, but one of the oldest rosters being 58th in the world is not very inspiring, because I cannot think the team's going to get better, because the players have already peaked a long time ago. They peaked. The peaking is well over. We are on a... It is a... You know, you're going up the mountain, and then you peak, and... Well, then as you go downhill, you're going to go downhill quicker. Like an avalanche. The ball of snow keeps rolling and gets bigger. This team, it's massive. It's massive. LCS, Fly and Dig. Close matchup, 50-50. Closest one of the day outside of Shifters KC. Fly took 7 of 11 Drakes, 2 of 3 Barons. Dig struggling with their Baron, negative 1,900 gold. That's how you lose games. Dig, Fly, 2,300 or so. Griffin, 6-2-21. Quad, 32 damage share. Cryogen, 83 KP. FBI, 879. Had a solo 2v2 kill. 30 damage share. XU, 83 KP. Solo kill. Gakos, Masu, Busio. Solo kills. Dig were ahead in the early game in this series, though. On average. C9 Shopify don't have all the stats because I do not have all the stats. Weird, Oracle's Elixir was before GOL, so we were able to get that done. But have to just get rid of gold control on this. Thanatos had the only solo kill. Cloud9 had 3 Barons. Only 1,400 gold to Baron power play. It didn't matter. Especially in Game 2. They won in 23 minutes. The game was over before they even touched Baron. Vulcan, Deathless, 3-0-34. 88 damage share. 88 kill participation. Sven, 30 damage share. Zinni, 555, 77 KP. B-Boy, 35 damage share. Thanatos with the solo. 13-18 for Blabber into contracts. That's a diffie. Rest of the Rift, about 1,300 gold ahead as well. So we're looking at 2,800 gold lead for Cloud9 at 15 minutes. Shopify had their hands full, and they are 53rd in the world for a reason. So, similar to Payne, old roster. Outside of Zinni, at least with them, they have a young player. Payne do not. But we see how this altered power rankings here. JDG moved up a few spots. Fly did as well. 2 big movers. And Red. Red moved up quite a bit. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And hope to see you again tomorrow.